cozy backyard session.
Welcome to my home.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm gonna kick it off.
Go for it.
Ems,
Yeah.
where are you from? What did you want to do when you were young?
Ooh, that's a great place to start. Okay, well, I was born in St. Louis, Missouri.
I didn't even know that.
No. You didn't know that?
No.
Hello, my name is Emily Frances Doyle.
What?
Yeah, I was born there.
Missouri?
I was born in Missouri.
What the
I'm a real Midwest gal. I can't wait to discover where you were born. I was born in St. Louis, and then my mom really wanted to be a nurse. And so she actually applied to go to Johns Hopkins Nursing School. I'm one of 3 girls. One is a half sister, and then one's my whole older sister, Irish twin, 18 months older. And my mom was like, you know what? I think women should work. And I want to go to nursing school, and applied to Johns Hopkins, which is in Baltimore, Maryland. Got in, and we moved there for 3 years. But I was really raised outside of Philadelphia. And I was there for 17 years before I went off to college in Georgia.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a dermatologist. Ta-da! Look where we are today. Full circle. Just kidding. Definitely not a dermatologist, but I am obsessed with ingredients, as you know, which is why we are so obsessed with skincare ingredients and skincare storytelling here at DUNE. My mom was working as a nurse when I was a kid, and she used to pick me up from school at 3:30, and she had worked a night shift. This woman was a total beast. And she very inefficiently would go to the grocery store every single day after she picked us up, instead of doing a bulk shop on a Sunday, which for me was the worst thing that could possibly happen after a school day. I was like, no, the grocery store again. So anyways, we go to the grocery store, and I would let her shop around, and I ran to the skincare aisle because I was obsessed with demystifying the skincare options and which ones would work best for my little adolescent blemishes, or I don't know, what would give my skin the best luminosity. These are the things that a middle schooler cares about. I did, for sure. I would push something at the bottom of the cart, hoping my mom wouldn't notice. Sometimes she would, and she's like, damn it, Emily, put that back. But sometimes I'd succeed, and I would go straight to the bathroom when we got home, and I'd be applying these products. It was Neutrogena, Clearasil, Clean and Clear, all these.
Clearasil.
Yeah.
I definitely use that.
Yeah, the acne pads, a lot of, peroxides to get rid of little spot treatment.
Can you imagine using acne pads now?
Yeah, I could.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Sometimes I use acne pads. I also use those little spot stickers.
Yeah, those are a little bit better for your skin now.
They're amazing. Yeah, because I was a picker. Were you a picker?
Oh my God, I was such a picker.
I'm going to age us. Social media launched in our lifetime. Dr. Pimple Popper or whatever. I would just that. Oof. If I were a kid doing the popping and that was out in the world, I'd be in a hole watching videos for an hour.
I still have these little craters from these scars from picking my pimples.
Your skin is looking amazing. What are you doing right now?
I used a mud guard from Dune Sun Care.
I do too. Is that your favorite product that we have?
Yes, that's my favorite product. That's my only thing I put on my face, honestly.
Yeah.
Besides a serum at night and stuff. But we digressed. Back to you.
Oh, no, I'm done. So Mei Chi Kwok, that's her middle name. Now you know mine and hers. Where were you born, and what did you want to be when you grew up?
I was born in Hong Kong. My mother got a divorce from my dad when I was 3, 4, and I was immediately sent to New York. My grandparents already immigrated here, so she sent me here and my brother to pursue the American dream, and I am living my American dream.
So I do know a little bit about May's upbringing. I think that was probably one of the main impetuses to starting this podcast, because May has had such a dense and cool life that is hiding under a rock, and I think people need to know now. May is so inspirational. You've now today turned into not only a skincare founder, but you've been a long time acclaimed DJ, which we have now folded into the brand. That is a huge source of her purpose on this earth. She's been able to juggle both miraculously and also like overlap the two professions. She DJs still for a lot of our events. We partner with a lot of great brands. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, I'm going to try to keep it short. No, I was moved here to New York when I was 4. What I wanted to be when I was growing up was a cartoonist.
Wow.
I was obsessed with Disney movies. Like, my favorite one was Lion King, and I would always go home after school and like draw cartoons, and I really wanted to pursue my dream of being an artist.
Are you an artist now?
No. I wanted to go to LaGuardia in New York, the really acclaimed art school. I got into weeds with some bad kids and started, cutting school. At that time, when you're a New Yorker, everything was accessible. So you would just be able to like get a fake ID and go to the nightclub. I was hitting the nightclubs at 13. Eventually, I dropped my dreams of being an artist. I pursued my GED.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. I graduated high school with my GED. And then eventually went into community college and then went to FIT. I knew immediately, like after dropping my dreams of being an artist, that I wanted to pursue fashion. Growing up, I didn't really have much. I had a lot of hand-me-downs. So that was like one main thing was like I wanted to go into fashion so I can like make money and buy my own nice clothes. That's really what like gave me the drive to start working at such a young age. I started working when I was like 15. Dropped out of high school thinking I was so cool, but then really quickly like wrapped that up and got my life together.
I just learned so much about you in that. Like, she's like an onion. I just fall more and more in love with you. You're such a good kid now.
My bad kid era was like 2 years, guys, so it wasn't that long.
Her biggest bad girl era is shown through her hair colors now. Yesterday she was like a platinum mixed with like a rose gold. It was hot. I say this all the time about May's hair color and mine. Mine has stayed the same forever, and I think my haircut's always stayed the same. So like just vanilla beans. Madagascar vanilla. Like I'll walk into a room and everyone's like, oh yeah, like Emily's here. I walk into a room with May and it's like ba-bam! Like it's just like, oh shit, like it's like doom, like the cool kid has come into the space. Thank you for giving us an edge. Where would we be without you now? The brand would be so different. It would be so different without you. But talk to us about the DJ part of your life. You didn't even touch on that. And that's a huge kind of like, why DJing? What does it mean to you today? And music in general.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So after FIT, I went into fashion. I was a PR manager for this showroom, archetype showroom. Made $28,000 a year.
Same.
Starting job.
Like, you're lucky to work here.
Yeah.
We're going to pay you $1.
I honestly don't know how I survived. But I actually know how I survived because I had multiple jobs on the side. So I was oops. Beep. Beep. So I was a hostess at Bond Street. I was a bartender for multiple places. And then one of the bars I used to bartend at, it's called Lit Lounge. I'm really throwing it back now. My friends were DJing there. She asked if I wanted to join in. I made a playlist. I started playing it one night, like a Friday night. That career just kind of took off, and then it just snowballed into me getting into nightlife and then DJing for all these like fashion week events, and then just started building my network. And now it's been 14 years. DJing is definitely a big part of my identity. I'm having my own internal issues right now about it because I am almost 40 next week. So it's kind of triggering a lot of weird emotions lately. So
why?
I don't know. I want to keep pursuing this career and I love it. But then I'm also like, oh, when does that stop? When is my identity not tied to being a DJ? Oh.
Here comes Nigel with the brie. Rama just came out, May's partner, with coffees for the two of us. He is our beloved Dune brother. Thanks, Rama. He's our OG Dune dude. Dooney dude. He also, shameless plug, he launched the clam collection. Look how sick. This is the Shred Lord tee. This is the Shred Lord tee sweatshirt. He calls it a fleece. We're like, that's not what, he's Australian. I'm like, people in America, fleece is like Patagonia fleece. Like, it's not, this is not a fleece. Anyways, it sounds cooler when you say fleece. He helped design this with us, which is so sweet. He does a lot behind the scenes for us. Always has an opinion. Speaks on speakerphone without AirPods or earbuds. And he's like listening on in. He's an amazing designer and also a founder of a former brand that was kind of like our brother brand. He's amazing. 2 co-founders into house. So I love your story about DJing. I think it's so cool. We talk a lot about like what really drives you. We talked about this on like Rebecca Minkoff's podcast, like early days for the brand, but like what really makes you tick, like what is the core thing that drives you? And I'm actually really curious about this for everyone that we bring onto this.
That's a good question.
Yeah, because a lot of people haven't spent the time to think about that. Like, there's a root to everything. Like, what is the root to my why? What would you say the root to your why is?
My root to my why as for me, as like a person?
Yeah.
I do what I do for freedom. I hate it working full-time for corporations because I just felt so locked in. So my why of being an entrepreneur is freedom. The freedom to create my own schedule, to work at hours that, I work early so I can like go for a run and like be able to like go surf and like live the way I want to live with intention and passion and being able to like enjoy the fruits of our labor, right? Mm-hmm. It's freedom. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Ooh. I want to know that about you because you are approaching a new decade. So that's a later question, but I'll start. I've always been someone who is incredibly involved in a lot of different things. I have a big creative side. So like art was a big part of my own personal love, like drawing and painting. And I was very active in art growing up, which then forayed into music. I was in the a cappella group. I was a big singer. I was also the lead in all the musicals growing up.
Wait.
You didn't know this?
Can you sing something for us?
No. I'm not doing that. That was my own love, personally.
That is crazy. I did not know that.
We're learning so much about each other. But I was a big athlete growing up because my mom was an insane field hockey and lacrosse player. So since I was a very little kid, she really pushed me in sports. Like I came home from school one day and I pulled my dad aside in his office. I was like, Dad, I want to show you I have this talent. I must have been like, I don't know, 10. And I sang.
By the way, that's her baby voice.
Why are you doing this to us? You're going to bring to the forefront our baby voice. And I sang to my dad, Little Mermaid. I mean, my dad was like, oh my God, you have a singing voice. It was like such a big deal for me because it was like hiding inside of me for so long. And I wanted people to know that I loved art. The music thing and the musical thing was that was like a me thing. That was my big love. I wanted to grow up to be an actress too. Those were the things. Where do I want to be in 10 years? I mean, every day I just can't believe we get to do this. It's insane. Like anyone starting a business is a crazy person, we always say. There's so many fulfilling aspects to this. I think I've been asked this question recently, like what makes you feel so much purpose in your job? And I was like, I mean, helping people. I feel an enormous amount of responsibility for people's happiness, for them like paying for things in their life, making sure that the business is not just supported in the people that work within it, but then that we're like have enough capital to succeed in our goals for the future. And I feel that way about you. May and I were the only 2 full-time employees on the business. Ended that in December of last year. So like May has been such a source of like motivation. I have so much respect for her as a person, of course, but like as a co-founder, she's like my true rock and confidant. And like personally and professionally, it like will make me cry. By the way, over 80% of co-founder relationships end in a divorce. So the fact that we've gotten through like a lot of hard shit together and have come out on the other side, it's the biggest gift of this business.
What is your dream scenario in 10 years? You didn't answer that. But also thank you for the fluff piece on me. I love you. I love you.
10 years, frankly, I'd love to be doing more art. I want to be doing art through real estate. Like I learned how to garden during COVID. I'm obsessed with gardening. I'm really interested in like what vegetation works compatibly with other plants. So that to me feels like it could be a really fun daily project. Growing your own food is like amazing. I want to cook more. I love cooking. And then just like designing out houses. I want to be a mom and focus on family, fill my house with my own art. I want to be an investor and invest in female-founded businesses. That's something I'm really passionate about because being on this side of it and knowing how difficult it is, even us, like knowing other male-founded brands in the same space that launched at similar times and like the juxtaposition between like how much more difficult it's been for us versus some others, I'm just like, wow. By the way, 3% of female-founded businesses receive institutional capital. We have, but it's been like a total grind to get here. 2 years and some change in, it's one of the hardest aspects to this business. Yeah. So, like, what are you excited about or scared about in this next decade?
Oh my God, that's a really heavy question, Ems.
I'm getting our coffee. Keep talking.
I don't know. I'm not really looking ahead that far. Honestly, I'm just trying to really stay present. I think that's like a real honest answer. There's things I want to achieve in the future, but the near future, like in 2 months, running the New York City Marathon.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be a huge, huge success story for me. You know?
Why?
Because I hate running.
How do you do this to yourself?
Like, I hate running and I have to run 26 miles. Sorry, I don't have a better answer to that, but I don't know in 10 years. I know in the next couple months, my goals are to run this marathon and to get through my 40th birthday.
What's the perfect picture of Mei Chi Kwok in her 50s?
I think I will definitely be living in somewhere tropical. Maybe in Mexico or Costa Rica. I don't know. Or maybe back in Australia with my love. But I'll definitely have multiple houses in different surf towns. For sure. Live with my little beautiful animal family. I have 3 animals. I have an OG poodle. His name is Alfredo. He's 12 now. He has puppy energy, but I can see that he's getting older and it really hurts me. Breaks my heart. Yeah. Then we have our new poodle. Her name is Coconut. She's a standard poodle. She's so rego and so beautiful. She was a little ugly when she was younger, though.
This could be a plug for her Instagram. By the way, May and Rama both talked about how ugly their dog was on social media, like right when they kicked off her Instagram. I was like, this is not an approach anyone's taken. This was a tactic to get people listening. This is a bold way to do it. Because they were like, look at our ugly dog.
No, she's blossomed into a really beautiful woman.
Butterfly.
Yeah, she's a butterfly. A woman. And then we have Bunny the cat. She's an old soul too. She's 12 as well. She doesn't really get much social media airtime. So yeah, I apologize. I apologize, Bunny. But I love her. We love her.
What do you think are like the coolest parts of this brand? I don't think we've really talked about this. Like, what really just like cracks your heart open about this company?
I do love our formulas. So exciting, and to hear the feedback from people, just random people too. Just like, we love the texture, love the formula, love how hydrating it is, love how easy to reapply it is. Like I said, I love the mug art. I wear it all day long. It's become like such a thing to just reapply all day long when I'm sitting out here working.
We always say like product is paramount, right? Because like at the end of the day, you can do all of like the cool branding. definitely shout out to Javis Len. We do feel like we have amazing branding because of how talented our branding partner is. And then gimmicky marketing, like we do partner with the best brands. We're so fortunate to have a great network of friends who've started companies. You know, we are, again, like so forward facing with, we just want to connect with people. So I think a lot of people are surprised that it's like we are just on every call. We're always reaching out to people to connect, and people are just so open to making the connection. Like so many people want to collaborate and partner. We had recently like this connection with an athlete, and we were able to watch her like shine at an athletic event. The next day we connected and on the phone, and we talked about how she played and how she's feeling and a bunch of other things. And then at the end of the call, she's like, I just want to be friends. People just want to connect. Also, why we're doing this, because we want to bring connection to this brand. We think we've really been able to cultivate, fortunately, an amazing group of people. We want to be as forward-facing with our community that we are with now, with so many more people, because we feel available. We just want to have a real connect with people, and nothing's sacred. We're all human beings. We're all going through the same shit, just recycled in different ways. Nothing's off the table. That's what's fun about this. I totally went off on a tangent.
It's okay. Should we do our Spitfire now?
Yeah, we can do a Spitfire.
Okay, Spitfire questions. Favorite car?
Jaguar Roadster, like Cruel Intentions style. I actually love the LR3, the like old school Discovery. I'm just a Land Rover girl. Yeah.
Mine would be G-Wagon. It would be like matte black. Matte black G-Wagon.
No comment. Favorite cocktail?
Negronis.
Are so good. Yeah. Jeans or dresses?
Jeans.
Jeans, yeah. We're jeans gals.
If you were an animal, what would you be?
Everyone knows this. I'm a yellow lab. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. I'm not gonna fight it. All American, friendly, like blonde. That's me. I don't know. Who are you?
Spirit animal. I'm a unicorn. Real animal. I'm a poodle. I have a unicorn tattoo.
Oh yeah.
This is when I only wore Rick Owens and Andy Muhlenmeister. So spirit animal, unicorn, real animal, a poodle.
May was attracted to a poodle because she is a poodle. What's your favorite book?
Do you think I actually read?
We'll edit that out, Avery. Okay. What's your favorite type of food?
Chinese food. I'm Chinese. Like, I have to be real. Chinese food.
What's your death row meal?
Yeah, I was about to ask you that. I actually think it would be a hot bowl of ramen. What about yours?
French fries. Probably a steak fry, like a floppy fry. Give me a wet floppy fry.
Like a Big Mac?
Great glass of like chilled natural red wine or an orange wine, either a Topo Chico or a Pellegrino. And then I would have probably like a steak au poivre, lobster. You love lobster. May like licks a lobster completely dry to the shell.
I didn't realize a death row meal. It's like a 3-course meal.
You can do whatever you want.
Oh.
Then I'll have a key lime pie. I'll have a pot de creme. And probably a dirty martini. I'm gonna get drunk because I'm about to die. So
I would do a bowl of ramen, and maybe some dumplings, and like a fried rice. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, to wrap this up, obviously we wear Dune all day, every day, and we're the most proud of that. They're the best products on the market. Now Derm backed. And we just like we're so proud to send people product who are interested in trying them, like investors or new partners who are like prospects or retailers, because the feedback is always the same. And we're like, yes. But what is a product that you use that's not Dune that you can't live without?
I've been using the Osea Ocean Cleanser. I get excited to wash my face. Yeah. It's the scent and texture. Yeah. It's so nice. I
just was influenced by the one and only Sienna Miller. I mean, I aspire. You
guys look alike.
That is the highest compliment you've ever paid me.
Yeah.
That woman just got pregnant in her 40s. She like...
I see it. Freckles.
Avery, be sure to cut this in. to the conversation. That's so nice. Thank you. I think she's amazing, personally and aesthetically, just like a beautiful being. I trust her implicitly. She just talked about Charlotte Tilbury's Unreal Skin. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but it's a stick, concealer stick with like some iridescent glow to it. Holy shit. That is the best, and you know the level of products that I get deep and down with. That is the best product on the market.
Are you wearing that right now?
Yeah, I am wearing it.
Nice. I see it. I see a little glow.
It's probably rubbed off by now. I mean, I got this like Cindy Crawford blemish this morning, and I was like, cool, we're recording our podcast, and here it is. So yeah, Charlotte Tilbury, way to go. Like, that's a wow. And then I use the Merit, I think it's called terracotta, those little like pots, bulbous pots for bulbous that you for like a creamy, beautiful color flush on the cheek. I'm already like, I have like pink piglet skin, so like I try to pare down the red. Is that a wrap?
It's a wrap.
This was so fun.
Yay. Yay.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, wait. Should we end it with like, be smart?
Look good.
Cover
Your assets.